This episode is called The Lifestyles of the Sick and Twisted. Is this a Robotnik-centric episode? We haven't had one of those in a while. Yes, please, give us more! And welcome to Statue Watch. Sorry, I know I kind of cheaped out on you in the last couple episodes. This time, we're going in proper. Because we have two fun to talk about statues. Well, okay, we have one fun to talk about statue, but we have two statues total. First off, the boring one, the one that the episode starts with, and the reason I'm doing this now. It's a pretty standard Robotnik statue. I used episode 8 as my comparison shot, but there's plenty of them that look like it. Stacy 2-2, which happens considerably later in the episode though, that one's a bit of a beauty. I didn't really have a good comparison shot. I went with 43-5 because it has a weird looking mustache, and that's easily the most notable thing, at least for me. It's like it's either that or the weird fist, but nothing lined up with the fist. I don't know. Make of it what you will. It's beautiful no matter what though. Let's go back to the episode now, shall we? The episode begins at Robotnik's lair, with real protagonist Robotnik telling his minions he is expecting a letter by Throbbin Screech, a host of the show Lifestyles of the Very Good. He gets rejected, of course. Screech can't see a cultured man when he sees them, and I can prove it, because instead he picks Sonic the Hedgehog, the least good individual in the entire show. They show a clip of Sonic outwitting Dumb and Dumber before Robotnik turns the TV off in anger, so he kidnaps Throbbin's his niece as leverage. Look, I know I always mention how evil Sonic is, but that doesn't somehow make Robotnik a hero. It just means I expect the villain to be evil, you know? Throbbin comes by and somehow needs to be convinced to not kill his niece. Okay, villain number 3 of the episode has made himself known. He does eventually agree to give Robotnik a spot on the show though, and they'll be recording it now with Scratch and Grounder as the crewman. Oh no. Sonic and Tails, as well as many other Mobians, are standing by waiting to watch the next episode of Throbbin's show. Robotnik comes out and is looking fantastic. One shall rebrand later to fit the actual episode title, and did you see that? Robotnik's fast in the show too. It's not just the games, he's got speedy over that of Sonic's. Sonic and Tails are upset, but the other Mobians here seem to be more invested than ever, which makes sense. It's not like they get to hear from him on a regular basis. Robotnik declares that he will capture Sonic on the show, but the next scene, the show seems to be over and Robotnik is back to his usual attire. Robotnik shows off his new Sonic capture scheme. He sucks the water out of a lake and broadcasts it so Sonic will show up. And look who it is. Sonic's here and Robotnik fails to catch him, but as a consolation prize, he nabs Tails, so points for that. Sonic is still helping the lake from before by vandalizing the nearby mountain. Glad to know he's consistently inconsistent. The lake does get filled at least, with Sonic learning of Tails' fate from the broadcast. Sonic breaks into Robotnik's lair, quite rudely I might add. I'm quite sure that he would have opened the door for you, Sonic.
I'm waiting.
We're only halfway into this episode. There's still time to give Sonic a good scare before the episode ends. Let's do it! Capture Sonic! Speaking of, sorry, I forgot to mention the Sonic capture scene since it came back. I'm a bit out of practice from the break. Sonic beats Scratch and Grounder, but learns of Tails' fate and audibly gasps. Meanwhile, Throbbin has taken over filming, deciding that these over-filming good people, bad people, are way more interesting. Which, yeah, he's probably right, actually. Sonic gives himself up, and there's the entrapment scene we've been missing. I know Tails had us halfway there already, but it's good to have the family in bondage together, and this is getting weird. Moving on. Next on the show, Robotnik blesses us all by singing. It's amazing. What more do you want from me? Beautician is called in, though they keep calling her a makeup person in the episode, as per Sonic's request. But she's also a locksmith and breaks Sonic out. Then she makes Sonic look like her and herself look like Sonic, and they switch roles, with Sonic unlocking Tails and Denise's chains. Robotnik calls Sonic to his show, which is actually the makeup person, with Sonic tying them up easily. Tails and Denise show up, and I know it's an insult, but they call him Eggman here. Neato! The episode ends with Screech getting his show back and rebranding back to the original name. The Sonic says is about vandalism. Huh, sounds familiar. Nah, not possible. Well, hypocrisy aside, it's whatever. Episode 2, it picks up later, but the first half is a total slog, and even the second half isn't amazing, it's just better paced. I actually like the host quite a bit though. Given his moral bankruptcy, it's actually really funny in here in contrast to Sonic and Robotnik. Until next time, stay safe, take care, and have a good one. Bye-bye!